everybody, hello Mr. Nermi, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Microsoft Word program 2010 version. The first thing I'm going to be showing you today is how to use borders and shading. So if you go to the top here and click on the Page Layout tab, come down to the bottom and you see the Page Borders tab, you click that, it's going to open up. Now this is going to give you multiple options. You're going to want to pick whichever one suits your project best. So for me, I like the 3D column. You can also pick what type of line you want. You can have thick, thin, wiggly. I'm going to choose a thick bar line here. You can change the color to whatever you want. I just stick with automatic black. The width to also whatever you want. I like 6 point. Makes the box nice and defined. And when you click OK, you're going to come out and your whole page is going to be covered in a border. Now, I'm going to show you how to do that on a specific paragraph. Alrighty, now I've got a paragraph for you. Now you're going to go ahead and highlight this entire paragraph by holding down with your mouse and highlighting it. You go into the Page Borders box once again, go over to the Borders tab, and now you do just about the same thing. Now I'm going to take a shadow box, I'm going to change it to a 2 1/4 point, and then you click OK. It's going to give you a box here. Now, if you want to shade the background of that box, you do the same thing. You highlight your box, go into Page Borders, click Shading, and then you can change it. So clear, this will change the opacity of your background box, so I'm going to go with 25%. I'm going to go with a red color, make it look nice and vibrant. And then you're going to click OK. It's going to apply to your paragraph, it's going to look really nice. Alright, now on to bullet points. Now if you're in the main menu here, you're going to look around and see a bunch of tools. If you look up to the top here, you're going to see a Bullets tab. Now, if I go here, and I click on the Bullets tab, it's going to put in a bullet. Now whenever I click the Enter key from here on in, it will put a Bullets tab down the screen for you to write on. And one more thing is you can change the type of bullet you want. So say you're checking off a list and you want to put check marks instead of a little dot, there you go. You want to put arrows, make it look a little more snazzy or like a little colorful box. Not sure what that's for, but it's there for you. Alright, now on to indenting. Now to indent your paragraph, you want to pull this to the top of the screen here. Now a normal indent, just a small indent for the start of a paragraph, is very simple. You just click the tab key. But saying you want a specific indent on your thing, you click a paragraph here. You come up with indents and spacing, line breaks, and page breaks. Indents and spacing is the one you're going to want to be on, obviously. Now you can change your indent to very large, and you can see at the bottom of the screen down here that this is getting larger as I click this. It's going further along. So when you click the tab key, it's going to come further along. Now on to spacing. For spacing, if you want spacing before a paragraph or a larger space between one paragraph and another, you're going to want to turn up the points before or after. Turning up the points before, as you can see below, will give you a larger space between the paragraph above and the paragraph below. If you make a larger space after, it will move the paragraph below much lower as well. Now for the line spacing. Setting this on will change how, when you normally type, instead of clicking enter to add an extra space between your lines, you can put double. So when I type, I'm going to have, say, hello, and I keep going on to the next tab, it's going to have a space in between, as you can see here, which normally would not be there. Alrighty, now on to tables. So for making a table, it's quite simple actually. You go onto the Insert tab, click on Table, and you can make your table as large as you want, as small as you want. Let's just make a simple small table here. This is going to appear in free type within it, whatever you want here. And if you want to specify to create a table, you can draw a table like so. You can draw in there, cut it off where you want. So quite a nifty tool if you need it for making tables. Now if you want to shade your table, you go into shading here. You can shade a certain color. So maybe you don't want to use your table for a table, maybe you want to use it for a drawing. That's what this is for. You can also use the eraser tool. The eraser tool will remove certain lines on your table so that you can live with just one line on your page. Also, you can change the thickness up here. You can change the thickness 6 points. So now when I draw on this table, I have a much thicker border on your table, much larger, and also the color. So I could draw again here and have a you can have a colored table if you would like. Alrighty, now we're going to be talking about toolbar icons. Each of these icons has a specific reason for being there and specific use. The home icon, for example, will give you all of your text tools. You can be able to change text, borders, shading, lines. You can change the place your text is placed. You can change the way your page is laid out. You can change the styles. You can find, replace, and select things. So for example, you can pick any font size here. Pick this one here. Type with it. It's going to be different than if you were to stay on the original. Now your font size will also increase here. You got big text coming up on your screen. Now on to the next one, insert. Insert is where you can insert certain things that aren't in your thing already, like words. You can have tables, pictures, documents, anything else you can insert from your computer or from the internet, such as screenshots and links. You can also insert a header and footer onto your page. So if I insert a header here, you're going to have a header up here that I can type on. Close header or footer, and that's going to be up there. So if you're writing a book, you can have page numbers and names on it. On to page layout. Now for page layout is going to change what's on your page, how your page is laid out essentially. You can change the margins, the size, the orientation, breaks, line numbers, hyphenation, watermark, page color, page borders, and indent and spacing, which I've shown you already. Now a watermark will come up across your screen like so. So that's not something that's important unless you're using a document that you want one on. Page borders, which I've shown you already. Breaks, which will break between pages, making pages smaller. Margins, which will push the page from the outside, squeeze it in a little bit. Now onto references. References is not one that I used a lot myself, but this one is very handy for if you're writing a book. Put a table of contents, so you want to put, if you're writing a book about science, you want to put ecology here, astronomy here, on here, and you can click ahead so people know where they are. An index, which has all your, you can have definitions on yours, you can have captions, and you can have citations. Now that's all I'm really going to show you today. The rest of these tabs are not as important to you when using a simple Word document. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and sign off.